As we're getting a little bonus action here for the JV game as Dexter had some transportation issues. Therefore, the varsity game was pushed back to 6:30. So right now, the JV squad, Pioneer JV leads Dexter 3-0 as they're battling on the pitch and just put it in for 4-0 lead. The varsity squad will hope to emulate this and play hard versus Dexter. Dexter is in the lead in the SEC Red on the varsity side. They have 10 points. Skyline has 8, and Pioneer is tied with Saline with 6 points apiece. So we'll let you just watch and listen a little bit, as I don't have rosters currently for the JV teams to call out and do play-by-play. But bonus action here for the JV squad. The Pioneer varsity game will be starting in at approximately 6:30. Again, just to let everybody know, this is bonus action for the junior varsity squad. Pioneer playing Dexter. Dexter had some transportation issues, so the varsity game has been pushed back half an hour. It will start approximately 6:30. So this is the remaining 3 minutes and 5 seconds of the junior varsity game. Pioneer up 4-0 on Dexter here in the junior varsity game as they come into the 25-yard area. We don't have any, I don't have rosters, as I had not planned on doing play-by-play for that, so I can't necessarily do some play-by-play here, but just want to give you some bonus action of that JV squad, as it is Dexter on the restart coming down the near sideline. Whistle there. As Dexter will come over with the restart. Pioneer trying to get it into the circle. Dexter steals it away. Pioneer holding it into the 25-yard area, then into the circle, coming over. Dexter trying to move it out down the near sideline. Dexter with the restart, sends it over along the near sideline, intercepted by Pioneer. Less than 2 minutes left here in the JV contest. Pioneer with the 4-0 lead, continuing to keep pressure on the Dexter junior varsity squad. Pioneer varsity getting warmed up back behind the end zone. Dexter able to get that out of their own defensive area, battle right along the near sideline, and fired ahead. And will be a restart for Pioneer. Moved over into the circle, knocked down. Pioneer trying to get to it. Swings across the far side. 1 minute, 15 seconds left to go here in the junior varsity contest. Again, the varsity contest scheduled to start just about half an hour from now. Does that stop Pioneer battling on the near wing? Whistle. And it will be a restart for Pioneer as they come in to the circle. They'll say that's a kickball. That is going to result in a corner with 35 seconds left. Pioneer with one more corner and an opportunity as Dexter gets there. Protective gear on. Pioneer with the insert on the far side. That moves outside the circle, coming in, shot blocked. 15 seconds left to go. And one more corner as time expires, and that will do it. I don't believe that last one counted, as that should be the game as the officials talking things over. But the Pioneer Junior Varsity squad wins 4-0 over Dexter. As coming up, we will have the varsity game, as we'll see exactly how much time they give us. 25 minutes up there. So varsity game scheduled to start around 6:30 as the Pioneer varsity squad getting warmed up out there, and the Dexter varsity squad comes out onto the field. So, ladies and gentlemen, field hockey fans, Pioneer varsity field hockey is live and on the air.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQs. Their sports skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Here are 5 good reasons for high school multi-sport participation. Fewer overuse injuries, less opportunity for emotional burnout, exposure to different kids and coaches, exposure to different roles, and learning to compete better. Being a multi-sport participant can help a kid become a more well-rounded person. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
The love of the game draws us to sports, as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Sportsmanship has never been more important between the lines in athletics and outside those lines in our communities. To listen, to respect, to understand, to practice common decency, to have competition without contentiousness. Sportsmanlike qualities are essential components of life itself. Let's all work together to not only be good sports, but good people. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Have we gotten to the point where at some high school game that an official has finally had enough from coaches, players, and adults, pulls off the whistle, and offers it to you? Let's hope not. There's no way you could do a better job. It's on everyone to promote good sportsmanship. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Nearly 2,000 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and in school activities through the MHSAA's Scholar Athlete Award, underwritten by Farm Bureau Insurance. The applicants will be in the running for a total of 32 $1,000 college scholarships. Application materials are available exclusively online through the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the Health and Safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Can you go anywhere and find an endeavor in society where we've come to accept and tolerate an adult, and even kids, treating another adult the way we allow spectators, coaches, and players to treat a high school game official? Can you? No one has the right to abuse game officials. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
as we have about counting down under 15 minutes left to go here. Again, the game originally scheduled for 6 o'clock, but some transportation issues caused the game to get pushed back half an hour. So let's go over some items here before we get going. First of all, we do want to thank all the wonderful, amazing sponsors of Pioneer Field Hockey. That includes platinum sponsors Line Leap, Capital Sales Company, Fer de Lance, University of Windsor, Velocity EHS, Cliff Keen Athletics, Smoothie King, Blue Lions Fitness, Orange Theory, and Comprehensive Vision Center. Gold sponsors includes Dexter Family Dentistry, Edwards and Schaefer Orthodontics, Family Hairstylist Leonard Barbers, Grease Shaver Dentistry, Joe's Pizza, ONW Incorporated, Pinnacle Field Hockey, and Smoothie King. Silver sponsors includes Inspire Dental, Heidi Kusuralis, Insurance, Holidays Restaurant, Coat Tree Dental, Liberty Dental, and Stadium Market. Bronze sponsors includes the Ann Arbor Observer, Burns Park Orthodontics, Little Caesars Pizza, the Stadium location, Sick Transit Cycles, Washtenaw Dairy, the Wurtzel Family Dentistry, and York. Thank you very much to all those who helped sponsor the team. We want to, if you could help support those who help support the team, we would be very, very grateful. Taking a look, Pioneer is now 4-1, coming off of a big win versus crosstown rival Huron 8-2. That back on this past Monday. Lots and lots of excellent work out there, including a 4-goal game by Natalie Millman. No results from the Husky Invitational, but they did beat Celine back on the 14th. That was 2-0 win. They beat Novi 3-0 and beat Pinckney 8-0. Their one loss came in the first game versus Skyline. That was a 4-2 loss to the Eagles, something the Pioneer will hope to avenge coming up on the next game. That will be away at Skyline on the 28th. That is a 7 p.m. game, so if you could, we'd love to see lots and lots of purple-clad fans cheering loudly for Pioneer over at Skyline back on the 28th. So the next 5 games, that Skyline game on the 28th. On the 1st, they will be at Chelsea. That will be a 12:30 game. Then on the 3rd of October, they will be away at Riverbank Stadium playing Huron. They will be hosting on the 10th. Next time they will be back at home. Pioneer Varsity Field Hockey will be versus Grosse Pointe South on October 10th. That is a 6 p.m. game. Then away at Celine on the 12th. That is a 7 p.m. game. So that's what's upcoming. Dexter, 5-0 in the SEC, according to the SEC standing site. I did see one discrepancy coming up onto the USA Field Hockey Michigan site. They have Skyline winning the game back on the 14th. The SEC standings has Dexter winning the game by a score of 1-0. In the end, it doesn't really affect Pioneer. They have to take care of business on the field. But taking a look, Dexter 5-0 according to the SEC website, starting off 4-0 win over Huron. Then they went on and they beat Celine 5-1. Let me pull this up here. That one was over at Al Ritt Field, 5-1 back on the August 31st. On September 1st, they had a scrimmage versus Father Gabriel Richard. So that one not an official game, but 7-0 was the win by Dexter. They had an SEC game versus Pinckney that back on September 7th. That was 7-0 over at Dexter. They played Grosse Pointe South on Monday, September 12th. That was a 8-0 win by Dexter. Again, that was a home game for them. And then they either won or lost 1-0 versus Skyline, that at Dexter back on the 14th. Then their last game was over at Chelsea. That was a 3-0 win for Dexter. So depending on where you're looking, either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-1 or 6-0. On the season, 5-0 or 4-1 in the SEC. Currently, if we take a look at the SEC standings website, you can always just do a search for SEC Michigan standings and check out all the SEC standings for your favorite teams. Taking a look at field hockey, it is indeed Dexter listed with 10 points up on the board. Coming in second place is Skyline with 8 points. Of course, if that game was flipped, it would just be reversed there. Pioneer and Saline are tied with 6 points apiece for third spot. Chelsea has 4 points for fifth spot. Huron and Pinckney tied for sixth spot with no points so far. So huge game, 2 big points on the line, trying to reach up and catch Dexter. Pioneer with a big win on Monday, but Dexter, of course, with the win there as well, keeping pace with Pioneer. Taking a look at action from this SEC action from last Monday, according to the SEC standing site. Obviously, we know the Pioneer beat Huron 8-2. It was Skyline over Saline 4-2. So Skyline picking up a couple big points, and they were in a tie with second for Saline. That put them firmly in second alone, and then Dexter 3-0 over Chelsea. We're going to play a few messages from the MHSAA as they got Pump It Up playing out onto the field, and everyone getting warmed up, scheduled to get going in about 8 minutes 50 seconds. So we will be right back. You are watching Pioneer Varsity Field Hockey, brought to you by Arbor Broadcasting.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQs. Their sports skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Here are 5 good reasons for high school multi-sport participation. Fewer overuse injuries, less opportunity for emotional burnout, exposure to different kids and coaches, exposure to different roles, and learning to compete better. Being a multi-sport participant can help a kid become a more well-rounded person. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
The love of the game draws us to sports, as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Sportsmanship has never been more important between the lines in athletics and outside those lines in our communities. To listen, to respect, to understand, to practice common decency, to have competition without contentiousness. Sportsmanlike qualities are essential components of life itself. Let's all work together to not only be good sports, but good people. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Have we gotten to the point where at some high school game that an official has finally had enough from coaches, players, and adults, pulls off the whistle, and offers it to you? Let's hope not. There's no way you could do a better job. It's on everyone to promote good sportsmanship. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Nearly 2,000 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and in school activities through the MHSAA's Scholar Athlete Award, underwritten by Farm Bureau Insurance. The applicants will be in the running for a total of 32 $1,000 college scholarships. Application materials are available exclusively online through the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the Health and Safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Can you go anywhere and find an endeavor in society where we've come to accept and tolerate an adult, and even kids, treating another adult the way we allow spectators, coaches, and players to treat a high school game official? Can you? No one has the right to abuse game officials. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
stop that music as the clock is counting down. Everyone getting set to go. As again, Dexter, according to the SEC standings website, they have the top spot with 10 points. Pioneer behind them by 4 points. So this is a huge, huge 2-point pickup, 2-point swing with this game. Pioneer tied for third with Saline, Skyline with 8, and Dexter with 10 points as both squads gathered around the far side. As beautiful 81 degrees out, so summer still hanging on. Officially last day of summer, I believe, is today. So blue skies, fluffy clouds. It was gray earlier. We have some big fluffy clouds behind us, but no rain, at least on the radar that I could see. Thankfully, we were not trying to play a game last night. That would have been difficult to say the least, as it was a heck of a lightning show and rainstorm last night. So a good time to be indoors. As both squads getting some last-minute instructions across the way from the coaching staff.
Good evening.
And now we'll turn it over to our public address announcer, John.
It's athletics department and its women's field hockey program are pleased to welcome the players, coaches, parents, students, alumni, and fans of the Dexter Dreadnoughts to tonight's match against your Ann Arbor Pioneers. Let's meet the participants. I have no numbers for Dexter, so you will hear their names and catch their numbers as they run out. Sophia Alabre, Kylan Clare, Evelyn Clemens, Emily Kate Colbert, Olivia Kroftchik, Claire Dubuque, Daphne Grant, Ava Reese-Hagen, Ava Howman, Bailey Kruger, Annalisa Ledbetter, Lillian Mitchell, Maddie Rocky Smith, Marissa Skinner, Holly St. Amour, Kaya Trisdale, Aiden Weinman, and Addison Zogabe. The coaches of Dexter, head coach Keely Tamer, assisted by V. Amy Binder and Joy Hook. One moment, please. And here they are. Here are your Pioneers. Number 2, Megan Fonts. Number 3, Number 4, Lizzie Kinsey. Number 5, Petty Tolbert. Number 6, Sienna Galban. Number 7, Kate Solban. Number 8, Ellie Keene. Number 9, Abby Bowers. Number 10, it's Lily Soldan. Number 11, Emma Van Alstine. Number 13, Sophie Miranda. Number 14, Natalie Millman. Number 15, Margaret Wozniak. Number 16, Maren Brady. Number 17, it's Jessie Daly. Number 18, Caitlin Grice. Number 19, Maya Hammerman. Number 20, Megan Edwards. Number 21, Sophia Jimenez. Number 25, Grace Grabowski. 28, Ann McGowan. Number 33, Maddie Grand. And number 36, Sarah Huffman. The coaches of Pioneer, led by Jane Nixon, assisted by Darcy Knoll, Jesse Heber, Katie Morris, Valle, and April Bertine. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you rise now, remove all caps for the playing of the national anthem.
Remember your first.
One moment, please. Technical difficulties, please wait.
I'm Jane's friend. I can sing it if you give me the microphone. Seriously.
Thank you for your patience.
15 minutes up on the clock, getting ready to go. Dexter gathers around the goal to our left. Or excuse me, Pioneer gathering around the goal to our left. As Dexter gathered around their coaching staff. Pioneer is in their home jerseys with the white tops, the purple around the shoulders, numbers in purple on the front and on the back, Pioneer and block lettering on the front, and the purple skirts. Dexter is in their dark gray tops with the numbers in white on the front and back. They have their maroon shorts or skirts and the maroon socks out there. As your keeper for Dexter is going to be Ledbetter. Traveling down towards our right. And it looks like Grant is going to start off in goal for Pioneer. As Kinsey right in the center circle, right at the center line, looking to get things started. And we are underway as Millman has it, firing it ahead as Galbin trying to make a move. She is dispossessed, racing the other direction with it is Clemens. Clemens down on the near wing, trying to take it away is Lily Solden. Lily Solden battling down there with Howman. That is going to be a restart for Pioneer. Whistle, and they'll bring that ball back, and that's going to go over to Dexter. As bringing it, Howman has it. And she'll bring it in the near sideline. And fires back over to Clemens. Clemens has that taken away by Tolbert. Tolbert racing. It's into the 25-yard area. Tolbert trying to get into the circle. Tolbert has that poked away. That ball still loose. Now coming away with it. Down on the near side. That's Millman with a shot that got knocked down. That is going to result in a corner for Pioneer. 14:03 left to go. As Kate Solden will take the corner. She'll go over on the far side of the goal for the insert. Scoreless so far. A minute 15 into the first quarter. Pioneer as their first set piece here. Just waiting for the Dexter squad to get their protective gear. That gets outside the circle, moving over as Tolbert trying to get it over to Millman. Millman battling as she was in a tussle trying to pull it away from Skinner. That is going to result in Pioneer. And they'll have another corner. So as Kate Solden heads over for the insert on the far side of the goal. Back over, Millman has it, Millman over to Tolbert, Tolbert trying to get it back to Millman, Millman comes in, shoots and scores! Natalie Millman, working off of a 4-goal performance in the last game, comes back, and the University of Michigan future player next year gets the first goal of the game. Tolbert gets the assist. So Pioneer up 1-0 at 13:03. Big first goal. As bringing that back to the center line, Dexter. Moving over. Rocky Smith with the back hit. And over to Wyman. Wyman moving it over on the far side to Skinner. Skinner feeds it down the far wing, that out. The far sideline, last touch by Pioneers, so that will be Kate Covert. On the far sideline, she restarts, gets it back over. Roll back over on the far side to Tisdale. Tisdale has that knocked away by Galbin, trying to get it. Tolbert. Tolbert battling, she's dispossessed. And to come the other way. Now Pioneer steals it into the circle and a whistle. And battling down there with Dubuque. That will be a corner for Pioneer as Kate Solden again goes over for the insert. On that far side of the goal. 1-0 Pioneer with the lead. 12 minutes left to go here in the first. Dexter 4 points ahead of Pioneer. In the standings, Pioneer looking to get 2 big points on Dexter. Pioneer with the restart now. That will be a corner again for Kate Solden. As we said earlier, Dexter with 10 points in the standings. Skyline with 8. Pioneer right behind him with 6. Trying to battle in the circle. That whistle, that is going to go over. Dexter with the 16-yard hit to start things off. That deflected. As Pioneer, Lily Solden moves it over. As Natalie Millman sends it back. Kate Solden putting it into the circle, trying to move around. Grabbing it is Galbin. And that looks like it's going to be another corner for Pioneer. As Kate Solden again heads towards the far side of the goal for the corner. She'll take the insert. Kate Solden gets it over Natalie Millman. Now Grabowski over on the far side. That shot knocked down. Kate Solden has it on the far side of the goal. Trying to fire it towards it. That knocked away, and that goes over. Dexter with the restart. So they get all the protective gear off, the folks that were in the goal. And Dexter will start things off with a 16-yard hit. And moved over on the near side, over to Clemens. Clemens. Ball trying to elude her, flipped it over on the near side. Bringing it up is Zogaib. And will go out the near sideline. Brady brings it back for Pioneer. She has on the near sideline. Brady Sends things over. Kate Solden feeds it ahead. That to Lily Solden. Lily Solden trying to get it into the circle. That pulled away. Dexter down on the near sideline with it is Mitchell. Mitchell moves it back over, and that goes out the near sideline. That will be Pioneer's ball. Lily Solden has it, moves it back, trying to get it to Millman. That a whistle. Pioneer again with the restart. As Lily Solden comes down the end line. That right in front, trying to pull it over is Tolbert. Tolbert with a shot that is going to result in another corner for Pioneer. They have had a bevy of corners early in this game. They have the 1-0 lead here with 8:45 left to go here in the first. Kate Solden is the inserter on the far side of the goal. As the Dexter players get themselves set. Ledbetter, of course, in the goal, but it looks like I just can't get a few other numbers. I know inside of there is Wyman as well. That goes out as Millman moves it over. That shot by Lily Solden out and in. Pioneer with the goal. As I believe that was indeed Galbin. I believe that was tipped by Galbin in front. We'll get confirmation from our team to our left. But Pioneer up 2-0. So timeout called. Pioneer 2-0. 8:13 left to go. We'll take it with them and play a little push on. We'll be right back. Looks like it might have been an own goal as Galbin last one to touch it. So we'll call that here as, of course, check the official statistics after the game to see. 2-0 Pioneer with the lead over the SEC leading Dexter. And starting things off, Rocky Smith in the center circle. And moved back over, grabbing it back behind is Wyman. Wyman moving over on the far side. Battle for it over there is Tisdale trying to bring it ahead. Tisdale on the restart. Tisdale moves it over. That knocked down as Galbin trying to work her way, battling with Skinner down there. Skinner will have the restart. That comes up the far side of the field. Now Millman taking it away. Millman trying to feed it. That pulled back down by Tisdale. Tisdale bringing it up the far sideline. Whistle there. Dexter will restart as bringing it in from the far sideline is Howman. Howman moves it back over. Tisdale with it. Tisdale fired ahead. That pulled away by Tolbert. Tolbert battling a trio of dreadnoughts. Her and Skinner trying to pull that away. Now coming the other direction. Here comes Grant. Grant for Dexter. That knocked away. Here comes Tolbert. Tolbert feeds it down the far side. Lily Solden has it. Lily Solden gets it into the circle, but a whistle. That is going to be Dexter on the restart. So they'll take the restart right at the 16-yard hit. Over on the far side. Battle for it, trying to bring it ahead is Mitchell. Pioneer flips it back over now. Kate Solden moves it ahead. Here comes Millman. Millman into the 25-yard area. Over to Lily Solden. Lily Solden fires it. That goes up. And we'll go over to Dexter. 6:25 left to go here in the first. 2-0 Pioneer with the lead. Dexter over on the near wing, over to Hellman. Hellman battling over there with Grabowski. And will be a restart for Dexter as Zogaib on the restart. Now Clemens moves all the way over to the far side. Skinner with it. Skinner rockets it down the far wing. Dexter over the center line. Stolen away by Millman. Millman over the center line, back the other way. Trying to get to Grabowski. Grabowski has it. Works her way. Now moving. Fires it into the 25-yard area. That knocked down, then pulled over. Bringing it ahead is Hellman. Hellman keeps it in bounds. Now stolen away by Kate Solden. Kate Solden just leads Grabowski just by a hair. That goes out the near wing. 2-0 Pioneer with the lead. 5:25 left to go here in the first. Zogaib flips it back over. That to Mitchell. Mitchell moves it all the way over on the far side. Pioneer stealing that pass away as that was Edwards with it. Edwards over. Millman chases that ball down. Millman flips it over on the near side to Brady. Brady feeds it into the near corner, trying to get it. Grabowski with a valiant attempt to keep it in, but just unable to keep the ball in on the near sideline. So Dexter will have a restart there. Dexter on the near sideline. Feeds it ahead, that over to Clemens. Clemens, cross over to Skinner. Skinner fires it ahead. Grabbing it is Kate Covert. Kate Covert coming down the far sideline over the center line. Kate Covert. That deflects out the far sideline off a Pioneer. That will remain Dexter ball. Dexter with a sense of urgency here. Kate Covert running over. McGowan in for Pioneer as Kate Covert feeds it all the way down. That goes out the far sideline as Mitchell will bring it in the far sideline for Pioneer. Under 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 2-0 Pioneer with the lead. Mitchell, that lifted up high in the air. Brought down. Battle for it over on that far sideline as Lily Solden tries to bring it ahead. There is a whistle as Dexter will start that off. And moved over to Clemens. Clemens racing ahead with it. Clemens. The ball wouldn't settle down for Clemens over midfield. Now McGowan racing to get, but that'll be a restart for Dexter. As that's Skinner with it. Skinner over on the near wing. Over to Clemens. Clemens feeds it ahead. Trying to bring it over was Dubuque. Dubuque still with it on the near wing. Trying to get across. That knocked down by Pioneer. Fed ahead. As that Brady moving ahead. Now McGowan. And stolen away by Dexter. Headed the other direction is Zogaib. Out the near sideline. Dexter has it. Mitchell will restart on the near sideline. Or excuse me, that's Mitchell. That is Hellman. Knocked down by Pioneer as Grabowski feeding it ahead, trying to get it over to McGowan. McGowan gets it from Millman. McGowan and sent ahead. Here comes Lily Solden. Lily Solden making a move over the center line. Lily Solden trying to beat Skinner coming down the far wing. Lily Solden racing in, trying to get it into the circle. Just on the edge of the circle, makes a move. And ball over and a whistle. That will be a corner for Pioneer. 2:05 left to go here in the first quarter. This one's going to be taken from the near side of the goal. Kate Solden on the insert. And over is Bowers, centering attempt, that knocked down. Racing the other direction is Kate Covert. Kate Covert puts it, and that goes out the near sideline. Brady will bring it in the near sideline. Brady with the restart for Pioneer. That rocketed down the near sideline as McGowan trying to pull it away from Sogaib. Now here comes Millman. Millman moves it into the circle. Lily Solden chasing it, trying to get it away from Tisdale. Battle for it on that far side of the circle, now pulled away. And that will be Dexter with the restart. As Tisdale feeds it down the far side of the pitch. That goes out the far sideline. Edwards now trying to get it over to Millman. As that pulled back away, grabbing it. Over on the near side is Hellman. Hellman makes a move over center. Hellman coming down the center of the pitch. That knocked away, but a whistle. Skinner will have the restart for Dexter. 30 seconds left to go here in the first. That's sent all the way down. That shot from outside, well outside the circle. So Pioneer will start with the 16-yard hit. And moved over on the near wing as knocked away. Brady had it. Now pulling away is Keene. Keene will have the restart for Pioneer. 5 seconds left to go here in the quarter. And that will do it. Pioneer with a 2-0 lead at 13:03. It was Millman from Tolbert at 18-13. We believe the last Pioneer player to touch it was Galbin. We will take a break, play a few messages from the MHSAA, and be right back with your second quarter action.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQs. Their sports skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
The love of the game draws us to sports, as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Verifying it was Galbin on the second goal. She was the last one to touch it before it touched the Dexter player and went in the goal. As Pioneer up 2-0. 15 minutes up on the clock, counting down to halftime. Kinsey will start things out. Moving it back to Millman. Millman feeds it ahead. Grab by Galbin. Galbin moves it, trying to feed it over as Kinsey moves all the way down the pitch. That goes out the end line. As Dexter will take it from there. Dexter gets it moved out to the 16. As they restart and sent down the field, down the near hash marks, intercepted by Pioneer. Right at midfield, over to Lily Solden. Lily Solden puts it down the near hash marks, over to Galbin. Galbin has that poked away, but that will be a restart for Pioneer, trying to get it over. Millman racing, trying to keep it in, and it goes out the end line. That will be Dexter's ball. No, that's going to be Pioneer. Excuse me. Millman has it. That shot from just outside the circle. Moves over on the near side. Dexter pulling it down, trying to feed it ahead. Grabbing it there is Wyman. Wyman races down the pitch, trying to knock that away was Lily Solden. That will be a restart for Dexter as Clemens has it. Now Clemens puts it over the center line. As that racing over to get it is Kate Covert. Kate Covert comes down the far wing. Kate Covert puts it into the far corner. She sends a cross, knocked down by Klein. Klein moves over into the far corner. Klein gets it over to Grabowski. Grabowski battling back over there with Grant. That will be Pioneer on the restart. Now another whistle. Skinner will take it and restart for Dexter. Skinner on that far wing. Whistle. And that is going to be a corner for Dexter. Taking a look, that is going to be Howman on the insert on the near side of the goal. Howman gets it. That move back, shot in, knocked down by Grand. Battle for it on the far side as Wyman was trying to move it over, and that goes over Pioneer's way. It's Clemens rocketing it from the top of the circle. Pioneer starts it off from the 16 yards. Brady feeds it ahead. Here it comes on the near wing. Moved ahead by Tolbert. Galvin trying to get to it as Zagaib had it there. That will be a restart for Pioneer. As Brady back over now, bringing it ahead. That was McGowan. Tolbert trying to pull it away. Excuse me, that was Kate Solden. Now Tolbert over to Millman. Millman. She is dispossessed, heading the other direction. Moving it over is Grant. Grant has that taken away by Millman. Millman over onto the near wing, bringing it ahead. Brady. That was tipped by Tolbert, but goes out the near sideline. 11:30 left to go. As Zagaib, that over intercepted by Millman. Millman races down the middle of the pitch. Millman trying to get it over to Tolbert, and that just wouldn't settle down for a good opportunity. Dexter will take possession. He'll move it out for the 16-yard hit. As pulling it over is Mitchell. Mitchell, that intercepted shot, save. As trying to get to it was Tolbert, but an amazing save by Ledbetter. And a fantastic opportunity by Tolbert. That ball wouldn't settle down over there for Mitchell. Mitchell puts it over on the far sideline. Bringing it up is Grant. That goes out the far sideline. Pioneer with the restart. As Wozniak moves it over. That knocked down, pulled around by Grant. Grant sends it back into the far corner. Tolbert goes down to the pitch. She was trying to get it from Tinsdale. Tinsdale moves it ahead. As Millman dispossesses Dexter, takes it in, moves it over to Lily Solden. Lily Solden gets it back over to Brady. Brady sends it ahead, now grabbing it Lily Solden with the cross. That whistled and picked up now by Brady. Brady restarts over to Lily Solden. Lily Solden trying to get it, working her way around the circle. Now comes in the circle, shot that went and deflected. I think that went off of an ankle. That could not have felt good. I believe that was Wyman who took that right off the ankle. Appears to be all right, but that's not a pleasant feeling. That ball goes over, held in on the near wing. I believe that's Mitchell bringing it ahead. Now grabbing it is Clemens. Clemens trying to battle over there with Millman. Millman trying to pull it away. There's Millman. As that will go over to Dexter. Quickly shot the other direction by Clemens. Grabowski racing over to grab it, but that pulled down by St. Amour. Wozniak has it. And a whistle, that goes over to Dexter. Hellman with the restart. Jimenez in for Pioneers, St. Amour in for Dexter. As that will be Clemens. Moves it over into the near corner. That goes out the end line. Pioneer will restart. 8:23 left to go here before halftime. 2-0 Pioneer with the lead in a huge tussle between SEC leading Dexter and Pioneer tied for third, 4 points behind Dexter. This would be a big, big 2 points to pick up. That ball up in the air. Whistled. Dexter with the restart. Mitchell has it just inside of midfield. Mitchell feeds it over, trying to get to Skinner. That all the way and out the far sideline. Grabowski over there. Grabowski sets on the far sideline to start things off for Pioneer. Grabowski. The back head over to Wozniak. Wozniak. Over to Keene. Keene on that far side. Over to Wozniak. Wozniak gets it over to Kate Solden. Kate Solden trying to get it away from Kate Covert. Pioneer will restart again. Kate Solden rockets it. That deflected off a Dexter player. Skinner has it. Skinner battling with Grabowski. Dexter will get the restart. Skinner has it on that far wing. Skinner lifts it high. That down as that will be moved back. Skinner rockets it ahead. That pulled back by Millman. Millman over on the near wing. Gets it over to Lily Solden. Lily Solden racing down the near sideline. She gets it passed over midfield. Lily Solden racing into the 25-yard area. Lily Solden, the sweep hit. That comes back. Here comes Dexter moving it over, and that just out of Clemens' reach. Out the near sideline. Kate Covert in for Dexter as Kate Solden trying to get it. That tipped by Millman. Millman racing over, battling Skinner. Millman moves it over as that's Grabowski into the circle. Knocked away. Dexter will start things back off with the 16-yard hit. That goes out the far sideline. Pioneer to bring it back in that far sideline as that is Wozniak with it. 6 minutes left to go. Here before halftime, Wozniak gets it over to Millman. Millman racing ahead with it, trying to get over to Tolbert. Tolbert was in there battling with Tisdale. That goes over to Dexter. Dexter rockets it over onto the near side, over to Clemens. Clemens picks it up. Clemens moves ahead. Zogaib. Zogaib feeds it down the near sideline. That chipped ahead. Here comes Kate Covert. Kate Covert as Kate Solden going to try and pull that away. That goes out the near sideline. Brady will get things restarted for Pioneer. Brady. And ahead over to Jimenez. Jimenez tries to get through traffic. Jimenez back over, went off of Clemens, but that'll be a Pioneer restart as Lily Solden has it. Lily Solden gets it over to Millman. Millman makes a move, comes back over on the near side with a nice juke. That inside, tipped by Jimenez, but goes out the end line. Not quite able to redirect it to the goal. That will go back over to Dexter. Four minutes, 45 seconds left to go before halftime. Dexter starting off this possession with the 16-yard hit. That rolled over to Skinner. Skinner dribbling down, feeds it ahead. That tipped right at midfield, racing for it as Wozniak trying to get it away from Rocky Smith. Dexter on the restart. Wozniak feeds it ahead. Here comes Pioneer. Grabowski down that far wing. Grabowski trying to get it over to Bowers. Skinner steals that one away. Skinner trying to get it. That goes out the far line. Rocky Smith trying to maintain it, but that just skipped over her stick and went out the far sideline. 4 minutes left to go before halftime. 2-0 Pioneer with the lead. Wozniak with the hit back now, gets it coming down the far sideline, trying to feed it ahead. Skinner steals that pass away. Wozniak trying to poke it away. Skinner gets the restart on that far wing. Skinner racing down the far side of the pitch with a cross. That knocked down. Keene has it on the end line. Keene has that poked out the end line. As Dexter will restart from the 25. Racing in with it. Dexter spinning. That was Skinner with it. As that is going to go a corner for Dexter. Trying to see who's going to take the corner as they discuss things. 2-0 Pioneer with the lead. 3 minutes left to go here before halftime, but Dexter with a set piece here. As that is going to be Wyman on the insert. Wyman sends it, that grabbed, firing it, and good kick save. St. Amour with the shot. The ball goes out the end line. But a beautiful kick save by Grand. Able to knock that away, and Pioneer will start things off from the 16. That rocketed over. Lily Solden has it on the near side of the pitch. She fires it forward. That tipped by Jimenez, but carried out the near sideline. As Zagaib with it on the near sideline. She hits it back. As trying to pull it away is Bowers. Bowers trying to feed it over. Whistle. That's going to stay Pioneer ball as Millman fires it. And that shot, no one was able to get to it well outside of the circle, so that will not be a goal for Pioneer. 1 minute, 45 seconds left to go here before halftime. 2-0 Pioneer with the lead. Both goals coming in the first quarter. As Dexter has it on the far side, stolen away by Grabowski, trying to get it over to Tolbert. Tolbert trying to stop it, but it would not stop for her. That goes out the end line. That will be Dexter ball. 1 minute, 20 seconds left to go. As I believe that is Dubuque over on the far wing. Feeds it all the way over the center line. That goes out the far sideline. Wozniak will bring it in for Pioneer. 1 minute, 2 seconds left to go. Pioneer would love to get one more goal here before halftime. Dexter would like to cut into the Pioneer lead. 2 big SEC points here on the line. Dexter will take it from the far sideline. Tisdale with it there. Tisdale trying to feed it ahead. That knocked down by Bowers. Bowers trying to get it ahead to Tolbert. Bowers now working in traffic. Moves it over. That's stolen away by Mitchell. 30 seconds left to go. Dexter will have a restart, but they got to get it all the way down the field. 25 seconds left to go before halftime. Spinning with it. Dexter brings it ahead as that's Mitchell with it. Mitchell moves it down, stolen away by Pioneer. That ball, Skinner dispossesses Bowers, but that back fired ahead by Pioneer. Now over to Tolbert. Tolbert trying to make her way in. Tolbert trying to get over, and that will be a corner as time expires. So Pioneer will get to take the corner. So an untimed play on the corner as Kate Solden again heads over for the corner. She will take the insert on the near side of the goal. One more opportunity for Pioneer to try and cash in here in the second. Dexter looking for a big stop. Kate Solden gets it. Tolbert has it. Tolbert moves over to the far side. Now Lily Solden in. And Millman puts it up and in. Millman gets the goal A beautiful job as untimed here in the second. Millman with her second goal. Kate Solden picks up the assist on a beautiful goal to finish off the second quarter. And at halftime, it is 3-0. Pioneer with the lead.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQs. Their sports skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Here are 5 good reasons for high school multi-sport participation. Fewer overuse injuries, less opportunity for emotional burnout, exposure to different kids and coaches, exposure to different roles, and learning to compete better. Being a multi-sport participant can help a kid become a more well-rounded person. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
The love of the game draws us to sports, as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Sportsmanship has never been more important between the lines in athletics and outside those lines in our communities. To listen, to respect, to understand, to practice common decency, to have competition without contentiousness. Sportsmanlike qualities are essential components of life itself. Let's all work together to not only be good sports, but good people. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Have we gotten to the point where at some high school game that an official has finally had enough from coaches, players, and adults, pulls off the whistle, and offers it to you? Let's hope not. There's no way you could do a better job. It's on everyone to promote good sportsmanship. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Nearly 2,000 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and in school activities through the MHSAA's Scholar Athlete Award, underwritten by Farm Bureau Insurance. The applicants will be in the running for a total of 32 $1,000 college scholarships. Application materials are available exclusively online through the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Can you go anywhere and find an endeavor in society where we've come to accept and tolerate an adult, and even kids, treating another adult the way we allow spectators, coaches, and players to treat a high school game official? Can you? No one has the right to abuse game officials. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
as Pioneer starts things off. 3-0 the lead at halftime. The ball in along the far side. Brought ahead by Clemens. Racing down the far side. Dexter trying to move it over. As on that far side is Wyman. Dexter on the restart. Dexter going left to right. That picked up by Grant. Knocked down Pioneer. With the ball, Grabowski feeding ahead. Grant pulls it down. Grant on the far side, over to Clemens. Clemens feeds it ahead. That pulled away. There goes Lily Sultan. Ahead to Tolbert. Tolbert trying to chip it over. That poked away. Or excuse me, that was Galvin. Correction. Dexter has it and out the far sideline. 3-0 Pioneer with the lead. 3:13. 50 left to go here in the third. Pioneer has it. Starting off on the far sideline. Trying to feed it in. Here comes Millman. Millman chipping it ahead. Racing into the near corner. Grabowski trying to get to it. And oh, she almost does. Valiant attempt. Trying to hold it in, and she got her stick on it, but just couldn't keep it in. Tisdale with the cross. Rockets it all the way across. That pulled down by Lily Solden. Taken away by Clemens. Clemens rockets it down, but a whistle. As a yellow card for Lily Solden, who goes over. She'll have to take a seat for a couple minutes. As that ball gathered in and out the near sideline. Grabowski again trying to grab it, and that ball just wouldn't settle down for her. Grant on the near sideline feeds it back. As that picked up, fired ahead by Dyson. Now Dexter puts it down on the far wing. Millman trying to get it away. That's Weinman with it. Now that pull back, Clemens fires it over to Skinner. Skinner brings it over on the near hash marks, feeds it ahead. That tipped and out the end line. Trying to get it over to Kate Covert. And Pioneer will restart as they'll start it with a 16 hit. All the way over on the far side. Here comes Brady. Brady rockets it ahead as that was tipped away. Tolbert now has it. Tolbert trying to get ahead to Galvin. Foul for it at the 50 as Dexter gets over on the near wing to Tisdale. Tisdale gets it ahead to Grant. That will be a restart for Pioneer. Grabowski will start things off for Pioneer. Grabowski trying to get through traffic. Moves it over to Millman. Millman has that tipped away by Skinner, but gets it back. Feeds it all the way ahead. Racing in with it. Here comes Galvin. Galvin with a shot. And a score! Galvin with the goal. That at 11-28.
Goal by Sienna Galvin. The assist to Natalie Millman.
So Millman has 2 goals and assists. Galvin has 2 goals. And a additional assist. Tolbert has an assist as well as Kate Solden. As Dexter moves things back to their defense. That's then along the near wing, trying to pull it away is Grabowski. Grabowski gets it away from St. Amour. Now into the near corner. Here comes Bowers. Bowers makes a nifty move. Bowers with the cross. That into the middle of the circle. Galvin was looking for a hat trick. That goes over to Dexter's way. As Grant has it over. Here comes Pioneer. Skinner grabs it in the circle. Bowers trying to dispossess her. Skinner brings it down the pitch. A whistle. And Dexter has it. That knocked down by Grabowski. Grabowski over to Bowers. Tipped away. Bowers trying to get it into the circle. And pulled away by Dexter. Rocketed by Clemens. Now here comes Grabowski. Grabowski trying to feed it in. Millman chasing it. That brought right back out of the circle. Pulled down on the far wing by Edwards. Edwards races down towards the end line. Edwards trying to get across. And was tipped away, but Pioneer gets the restart. Back over to Brady. Brady on the far wing. Brady to Edwards into the far corner. Edwards trying to get across around. As down on that far wing is Mitchell, who knocked that away. That ball down the far sideline. Pioneer will have it. 9:45 left to go here in the third. Pioneer up 3-0. Kate Solden moves that ahead. Here comes Brady. Brady bringing it into the 25-yard area. Brady trying to get over to Millman. That's stolen away. As down there was Hagan taking away that pass. Now cross over to Skinner. Skinner moves it, trying to get it over, and that by trying to get it over to Claire. That one hops over the stick and goes out the near sideline. Wozniak over to Kate Solden. Kate Solden rockets it ahead, tipped by Millman, intercepted. Now trying to pull it, Kinsey in a big battle down there with Mitchell. Mitchell trying to bring it ahead. Kate Solden knocks it down, but that will be a restart for Dexter. As that over and out the near sideline. As Mitchell trying to move it over to Claire. That's just out of Claire's reach. Wozniak has it just over midfield on the near sideline. Wozniak sends it back down the pitch. Kate Solden gets it over to Keene. Keene racing over. Knocked down. And again, Pioneer playing with yellow card over to Lily Solden. All the way down into the near corner. That pulled back. Dexter trying to fire it into the circle. That pulled away by Millman. Millman feeds it over on the near sideline over to Grabowski. Grabowski launches it down the field over as Kinsey trying to tangle there with Claire. That will go Dexter's way. Claire gets it back over. Here comes Clemens for Dexter. Clemens racing down the center of the pitch. Clemens gets it into the 25-yard area. Clemens feeds it just the edge of the circle. As that knockdown fired by Kate Solden. Kate Solden over to Kinsey. Kinsey trying to move it over to Lily Solden, who's back into the game. Now here comes Jimenez. Jimenez moves it forward. Here comes Lily Solden into the circle. Lily Solden with a shot and a save. Ledbetter getting into the way. It's a good rush by Pioneer and a good save by Ledbetter, as it is 4-0. Yeah, 4-0. Pioneer. Opportunity there for Pioneer. That ball will be on the near sideline towards the corner. Now they'll roll it back out to the 25. And Millman will start there. Millman feeds it in. Lily Solden trying to work past Skinner. Skinner has been very, very good on defense. Skinner dispossesses that, feeds it ahead. Knocked down by Millman. But that is going to be Dexter on the restart. As racing ahead with it, here comes Dexter. That goes out the near sideline. St. Amour trying to bring it down the near side of the pitch. St. Amour hits it down the near sideline, bringing it back. Here comes Krofchick. Krofchick hits it back. As on the far side, Mitchell feeds it all the way over. Millman now ahead, and that just goes wide to Grabowski out the near sideline. 5 minutes, 40 seconds left to go. 4-0, Pioneer with the lead. Claire for Dexter on the near sideline. Claire crosses it over that. Move down now. Here comes Kate Solden. Kate Solden with the hit, trying to get it over to Kinsey. That pop back now stolen away by Grabowski. Grabowski puts it into the corner, racing over to get it. Grabbed by McGowan and goes out the end line. So Pioneer will have it for a long corner. No. As that goes over Dexter's way. St. Amour. Oop, now they'll have Claire on the restart. Claire moves it ahead. Kinsey trying to pull that away. That knocked down by Jimenez. Jimenez and Skinner tussling with the ball. That goes over to Pioneer. Here comes Millman. Millman into the circle. Millman whistled, and that goes over to Dexter. All the way down on the far wing, spinning it the other direction as that's sent down by Grabowski. Now Jimenez has it. Jimenez, her cross, knocked down and pulled away by Mitchell. Mitchell puts it down the far wing, stolen away by Kate Solden. Now Jimenez, again trying to get across, but that knocked down by Zogabe. Dexter has it on the far sideline. That brought over. Claire bringing it ahead. Claire races down in along the near sideline. Claire fires it ahead, but a whistle. That'll be a restart for Dexter. 3:30 left to go here in the third. 4-0 Pioneer with the lead over SEC leading Dexter. Pioneer has the 4-point lead in the game. Dexter has the 4-point lead in the conference. The Pioneer can pick up 2 big points here. And launched all the way down the field. Wozniak has it. Wozniak gets it ahead over Millman, battling on the blockades. Millman moves it. Millman dribbles ahead, gets it over to Jimenez. Jimenez looking for a cross. Skinner again, proving her defensive skills, popping that away. Dexter will start off with a 16-yard hit. That goes out right into the Dexter bench. Little friendly fire over there. Always got to keep your eyes on the game. Move back over. Grab by Keene. Keene with the crossover, and that just took a weird angle off of that hit. Went out the near sideline. St. Amour has it on the near sideline for Dexter. St. Amour gets it over to Cakeover. Cakeover has that taken away by Millman. Millman moves it ahead as racing. Here comes McGowan. McGowan has that stripped away. Pulling down and bringing it ahead is Mitchell. Mitchell trying to get around Edwards. Mitchell, as that goes out the near sideline. That will be Pioneer ball. Mitchell almost able to hold it in. Wozniak on the near sideline. Moves it back down the pitch. Now Kate Solden over to Keene. Keene rockets that ball forward right towards midfield as Millman trying to battle down there with Hagan. That will be Pioneer with the restart. 1 minute and 15 seconds left to go here in the third. 4-1, Pioneer with the lead. Here comes Jimenez. As Jimenez back there trying to pull it away from Mitchell. Jimenez and Mitchell still battling back there. Mitchell feeds it down. Brady stopped it, but a whistle. 58 seconds left to go here in the third. Dexter on the restart. As that popped up, coming over With it is Kate Covert. Kate Covert has that taken away. Coming in as Millman. The collision. As going down was Mitchell to the pitch. That is going to be a corner for Pioneer as Kate Solden in to take the corner. So Kate Solden on the insert. 20 seconds left to go. This will probably be the last play of the third. It's Dexter working on getting all of the protective gear on now. Here comes the insert. That out. Millman has it. Top of the circle. Millman with a shot. Knocked down by Dexter as Clemens has it. And a whistle. And that does it for the third. At the end of 3, it is Pioneer 4 and Dexter nothing. As Pioneer was a goal at 13:03 in the first. That was Millman from Tolbert. Then at 8:13 it was Galbin who had the goal. Then with no time left at the end of the second, right going into halftime, it was Millman with an assist from Kate Solden. Then with 11:28 left to go in the third, it was Galbin with the goal with Millman on the assist. Let's play a quick message from the MHSAA and be back with all important fourth quarter action.
Have we gotten to the point where at some high school game that an official has finally had enough from coaches, players, and adults, pulls off the whistle, and offers it to you? Let's hope not. There's no way you could do a better job. It's on everyone to promote good sportsmanship. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Nearly 2,000 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and in school activities through the MHSAA's Scholar Athlete Award, underwritten by Farm Bureau Insurance. The applicants will be in the running for a total of 32 $1,000 college scholarships. Application materials are available exclusively online through the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Can you go anywhere and find an endeavor in society where we've come to accept and tolerate an adult, and even kids, treating another adult the way we allow spectators, coaches, and players to treat a high school game official? Can you? No one has the right to abuse game officials. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
As we are heading into the fourth quarter, as the lights are on at Hollway Field, as the sun's setting behind us on a beautiful evening. It's only dropped down a couple degrees from the start of the game. It's 79 degrees now here at Hollway Field. Good crowd in cheering on the battle between tied for third place Pioneer, tied whistling for third place in the SEC, Dexter leading the SEC. Skyline is in second place, so Dexter with 10 points, Skyline with 8 points, Pioneer and Saline with 6. Depending on what happens with Skyline, this would put Pioneer into second place. Pick up a couple big points on Dexter. Pioneer with the 4-0 lead going in, starting as Kate Covert gets things started. That moved over onto the far side of the pitch. Bringing it ahead is Weinman. Taken away. Here comes Millman. Millman racing down. Millman feeds it ahead to Tolbert. Tolbert spins with it. Makes a nice move. Tolbert into the circle. Tolbert trying to move it over. There's a whistle. Dexter start their next possession off with a 16-yard hit. That moved over. Now rocketed ahead. Kate Solden steals it away. Kate Solden. Down the hash marks. That tipped. Brought down over on the far side by Mitchell. Mitchell moves it ahead. And pull back. Here comes Pioneer with it. As racing ahead, Brady gets it over to McGowan. Edwards. Trying to feed it. Trying to get it past Grant. It'll be a restart. Edwards over to Tolbert. That knocked away, pulled away by Mitchell, excuse me. Now Edwards intercepting the pass. Edwards gets it back into the 25-yard area, coming down with it. Tolbert coming in. Tolbert gets it tipped. Tolbert with a shot that pulled away, loose on the far side. Now all the way out the circle, trying to get it back is Galbin. Now racing ahead as that put over by Millman into the far side. That will be a restart for Dexter. As that's stolen away, here comes Pioneer on the cross. As battle at the top of the circle, Tolbert and Clemens. That's going to get moved out. That went out the near sideline. 13 minutes left to go here in the fourth. Pioneer up 4-0. Dexter will start it off from the 16. As that hit, didn't get everything on it, wouldn't settle down, put it in, trying to move it over to Tolbert. As that brought out the other direction, as bringing it ahead was Clemens. Clemens on the restart. Kinsey comes over, now racing. Edwards has it. Edwards trying to get it around Skinner. Skinner pulls that away. Skinner puts it on the near wing. Racing ahead with it is Grant. Grant hits it down the near sideline. Now Kate Colvert with it. Kate Colvert has her pass intercepted. As coming away with it was Wozniak. Now that's stolen away by Kate Colvert. Whistle, Pioneer. Starts it off, Wozniak with a sweep hit ahead. Now that grab down, trying to work her way through traffic was Kinsey. That whistled Clemens and gets it over to Skinner for the restart for Dexter. Skinner gets it on the far side of the pitch. Clemens moves it all the way down, bringing it ahead into the far corner is Howman. It goes out the end line. Pioneer. Kate Solden blasts it forward. That tip, but out of bounds as Galvin trying to get to it, but just had too much momentum to redirect it. As moving back, as back hit over to the defense on the near side is Tisdale. Tisdale slips it over. That pulled away by Pioneer and just out. As Kate Solden trying to bring it ahead, but that ball slipped out the near sideline. Tisdale will restart it there. Under 11 minutes to go here in the fourth. Pioneer up by 4 goals on SEC leading Dexter. That ball, Millman trying to pull it away, but they'll have Mitchell with the restart. Mitchell for Dexter spins with it. Kinsey marking her. Mitchell puts it all the way down. That'll go out the near sideline. Pioneer will take over there. If you're just joining us in progress, the game got pushed back a little bit later. It got started at 6:30 and not 6 due to some transportation issues. Here comes Tolbert. Tolbert bringing it ahead. Tolbert trying to rocket it all the way down, trying to move it over to Galbin. Galbin has that blocked. Mitchell grabbing it. We have under 10 minutes left to go here in the fourth. Here comes Edwards. Edwards with the cross. Edwards puts it in. Here comes Tolbert, and Tolbert puts it in. Pioneer goal! At 9:43, that was Galbin from Tolbert. So Galbin has the hat trick. Tolbert with her second assist. As Pioneer with the 5-0 lead, 9:43 left to go here in the fourth. Alabry gets it back, now bringing it ahead. Dexter on the near side. Skinner trying to chip it over. That goes out Near sideline, that will be Dexter with the ball. That's St. Amour with it. St. Amour restarts on the near sideline. That slips past Skinner. And Pioneer will restart. Millman blasts that in and will go out the end line. As Dexter will restart from the spot of the shot. Skinner moves it over. Fonts in for Pioneer on a substitution. Skinner with it. Skinner trying to avoid pressure by Fonts. Now coming up the far side is Mitchell. Mitchell gets over the center line. Mitchell. And moved ahead. Here comes Millman. Millman ahead to Kinsey. Kinsey trying to get around Clemens. Clemens dispossesses that ball, puts it over. Down on the far sideline. Tipped away. Battle for it down over there by Weinman. 8 minutes left to go here in the fourth. 5-0 Pioneer with the lead. Trying to pick up a big win on Dexter. Dexter trying to make something happen, trying to cut into this lead. Ball pulled back, controlled. Now brought ahead by Millman. Millman over the blockades. Millman puts it down into the near corner and just out of Fawn's reach. As that ball brought in on the near side. As that rocketed down, that couldn't have felt good as Fonts took that off of the shin. She looks like she's okay. Edwards will have it on the near sideline. As that back over, Kate Solden with it. Kate Solden makes a move, kind of come down, trying to get herself around, trying to make a move around Krofchick. Now here comes Dexter the other direction. As that pulled down, Kate Solden trying to grab that away and down to the ground. Dexter on the restart. That on the near sideline, bringing it ahead is St. Amour. St. Amour knocked away. St. Amour gets it back. But that will be Kate Solden on the restart for Pioneer. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. Here comes Edwards with it. That ball slipped past. Now Skinner sends it, and that goes out the near sideline. 5-0, Pioneer with the lead. Van Alstine in for Pioneer. Wozniak lifts it high. That chipped down by Dexter. Whistle. Pioneer on the restart. Edwards feeds it ahead. That intercepted, trying to move it the other direction. Edwards trying to keep it in now. Wozniak trying to pull it away. Skinner has it. Skinner and Millman tangling. Skinner feeds it down the far side of the pitch, and that just goes out the far side as Wyman trying to hold it in, and the ball making its way out. Pioneer will restart. Move back to Kate Solden. Kate Solden puts it on the far wing. Sent back to Keene. Keene with the cross and trying to get it over to Wozniak. That ball kind of died on the way over. Stolen away by Dexter. As racing in with it is Rocky Smith. That ball goes back, and that will be Dexter on the restart as Skinner brings it forward. Skinner trying to make her way into the circle as Kate Solden trying to pull that away. Skinner, and that will go Pioneer's way. That ball rocketed down on the far wing, chipped back. Kate Solden with it. Kate Solden moves it over to Brady. Brady, that knocked over. Keene trying to pull it back. Pioneer gets the whistle. As Kate Solden ahead to Grabowski. Grabowski sends it down the far sideline. Pulled back down, spinning with it over there is Zogaib. Zogaib moves it back to her fullback. Stolen away as that's sent ahead by Grice. Racing down, Van Alstine trying to get to it. Pioneer will bring it in on the far sideline as that fed ahead. McGowan trying to pull it down as that ball, Brady trying to gather it in. That goes out. Brady will restart. 3:45 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 5-0 Pioneer with the lead. Pioneer trying to hang on here and get a big win versus SEC leading Dexter. Dexter with the cross. That ball will move back and Dexter will restart on the far sideline. As Tisdale has it. Skinner brings it down the middle of the pitch. That deflected, but picked up. Here comes Kate Covert. Kate Covert moving it ahead. Now Brady trying to knock that away. Battle for it along that far sideline as Wyman had it. Pioneer Brady rockets it down the pitch. Skinner trying to pick it up. That grab down. Trying to move it over to Grice. Now Skinner blasts it all the way, and that will go over Dexter. We'll restart it. 2:30 left to go. As Skinner with a sweep hit. All the way on the far sideline. Clements holds it in on the far sideline. Did a good job to get over there. Knocked down. And moved ahead by Grabowski. But Dexter on the restart with 2 minutes, 9 seconds left to go. That ball into the far corner. That'll go out. Brady brings it back over. Brady feeds it down that far sideline. Pioneer again. Moving it. Here comes Millman. Millman brings it ahead over the center line. Millman launches it ahead. Coming ahead with it is Edwards. Edwards racing down the numbers on the near side. Edwards spins with it, trying to feed it into the circle. That pulled down and sent ahead by Zogaib. Wozniak with the restart. 1 minute and 18 seconds left to go here in the fourth. Pioneer up 5-0. Millman gets it ahead. Now racing in Grabowski. Grabowski top of the circle. As that up high and as trickled in, and that will be Dexter ball. 50 seconds left. Pioneer restarts. Millman rockets it forward. That just goes wide to the far side. 40 seconds left to go. 35 seconds left to go. The ball over and goes out the near side. 30 seconds left to go. Pioneer has the ball. Wozniak with it. Pioneer looking to kill the clock, trying to keep the 5-0 lead. That ball just out the end line. 13 seconds left to go. Dexter, Skinner hurries out to the 16, blasts it all the way down. That stopped, racing the other direction for it as that was Brady. Clemens knocks it down. 1 second, and Pioneer has won the game, beating Dexter. A convincing 5-0 Pioneer win. As Dexter will next be in action. as Dexter will next be in action versus East Grand Rapids on the 26th. Pioneer will next be in action at Skyline. That will be a huge game at Skyline. The 28th, that will be a 7 p.m. game. Please come out if you can. Cheer on the team, and as Pioneer will try and take over second place if they can with a big win. Skyline, the only team that has beaten Pioneer so far. As my camera person, Christina Wiseman, my name is Mark Wiseman. Thank you very much for watching and supporting these teams. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.